Hi everyone, we're here at WordCamp Kenya 2011 where we've just finished day one session. Exciting presentations made there. And I have one of our speakers from today. His name is Kelvin.
Kelvin Jayanoris.
Jayanoris from DukaPress. And DukaPress is an interesting plugin that's used on WordPress, but I'd like maybe Kevin tell us a bit more about the plugin and also maybe some background on their company.
Let me start with DukaPress. DukaPress is a plugin for WordPress. You can use it to make online shops, basic online shops. I am the co-founder of a company called NicklePro. We've been doing web development for a number of years since about 2004. And about a year and a half ago, we had this time in the life of the company where we had to build a lot of e-commerce websites. And since our CMS of choice, content management system of choice, was WordPress, we wanted to do the e-commerce sites with WordPress, but we found that the available e-commerce plugins were a bit too difficult to customize to fit the Kenyan case. So we decided we'll build a skeleton e-commerce plugin for WordPress and use that instead. And that basically is how DukaPress began, and we've been running it for about a year. It's doing well.
So basically, DukaPress was, as a plugin, was actually born out of the need to build sites that had e-commerce capability on the WordPress platform.
Yes.
And it was really as a result of finding other. I mean, I know WordPress already has quite a few e-commerce plugins. Why didn't you just use them?
Because these people who wanted us to build the e-commerce sites were Kenyan people. So they wanted a bit of customization for the Kenyan situation, whereby the tax system is different, the mode of payment is different, and we found that it was more difficult to build this customization on the available platforms because they are very much centered in the European situation or the American situation.
Connecting to PayPal and other e-commerce systems that are not available in Kenya. So does the DukaPress presumably work with M-Pesa and those sort of systems?
Yeah, it's actually perhaps a funny story because we wanted to build a Kenyan thing. So we started with that, but over time we found that the guys who use DukaPress are not actually Kenyans. So we sort of developed the other things that are not specific to Kenya, and unfortunately we've not had time to develop so much integration which is Kenya specific.
So when was the DukaPress launched? I mean, how long has it been around?
We launched in about August of last year, and at that time it was just something that we wanted to release to the public because we had all this code, and we figured that might as well give it out to the public.
So it's actually open source?
Yeah, it's open source.
Okay.
And when we noticed that people actually use it, they leave good reviews on our site and on WordPress.org, and people are emailing us asking for features. So we thought that perhaps this is a way that we can, this is a market that is presenting itself to us, we can try and capture it. And so in early this year, we launched commercial premium add-ons to DukaPress, which we've been selling since about February this year.
And how's that doing, the commercial aspect of DukaPress?
It's doing okay to the extent whereby before we actually don't have day jobs. This is what we do full time. So before we had to sort of get people to clients for normal web design to support our expenses. But now DukaPress is all we do every day. So
and is it enough to keep you guys going? Is there enough business? How many deployments have you done on DukaPress so far?
We make money through two ways. Actually, technically three, but the third way is donations, which is negligible. The first way, we sell add-ons. So let's say you download DukaPress, it's free to download. You can use it for free without telling us about it. So you download it for free, and you set up the site, and perhaps you're not techy enough to make some.
So maybe someone like me.
Yeah. So
okay.
you can come to DukaPress, our website, and you find things that we sell, which through our experience, these things that people actually need. Things like, let's say you set up your shop and you want to say the add to cart button, you want it to be red instead of blue.
Okay.
Now, if you're not a techie, that's really easy to do. But if you're not a techie, you get stuck there. So we build tools to do simple things like that, and they sell to people. This is very nice and easy money because we build the things in February. We've not touched the code since, and the money just keeps coming.
And it's actually enough to keep you guys going.
Yeah, the second way, which is more lucrative, more involving, is whereby someone who checks out DukaPress and says it has these features and these features, but I want these features. So they come to us and they say, could you develop this?
This is a major custom work.
Yeah, major custom work. So that's where actually there's more money in that although it's more important. But I actually prefer the other, and we want to build on that, whereby we build things and you come and purchase them as they are.
So basically, you have a hybrid. Yeah, you have an open source model in terms of people getting onto the platform,
Yeah.
and then you do customizations or custom jobs to actually now make a essentially make a living from that.
Yeah.
I mean, is it just in Kenya or is it internationally? Where is DukaPress being used?
Actually, we have not heard of any Kenyan customers that I know. Perhaps the people out there using DukaPress in Kenya, but I don't know who these people are. Most of the people who use DukaPress are people in the States and surprisingly people in Germany and Spain.
In Germany.
Yeah.
Does that mean you've had to translate the platform, or?
Yeah, actually DukaPress is available in about 9 languages.
So you went through all that trouble to actually get it translated?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's actually got global reach.
Yes.
And any idea how many downloads have been done already from the WordPress store?
From the WordPress official WordPress plugin repository, we have 22,000 downloads so far.
That many, huh?
Yeah.
And deployments are able to somehow track and see where your software is installed?
Unfortunately, the WordPress.org doesn't. It's an official sort of place where if you don't put your plugin there, no one will ever find it. So, but unfortunately, they don't give you the statistics of how many people and where they're deployed. They just tell you we've had this number of downloads, and they give you like per day stats. Like these are how many they downloaded today, yesterday, and they also have a rating system whereby people can leave reviews for you.
And the reviews have been good so far?
Yeah, so far we are actually, I would say, the highest rated e-commerce plugin on the plugin repository.
And that's WordPress globally?
Yes.
So even more than any other platform that has been built before?
Yeah, although to be fair to the others, some of the others have huge numbers of downloads and installs. Like there's one called WP e-commerce which has 750,000 as of last year. So probably the average rating for them won't be as high as ours with only 22,000 downloads.
So what is the uniqueness about yours I mean, you talked about Kenyanization of the platform, but what else is unique about your platform versus all the other ones on the platform? What sets you apart?
When we started taking DukaPress seriously, which was about early this year, we had a serious sit down and we looked at our competitors, and we realized these guys are actually quite huge. They have a lot of money to spend on improvements to their software, and so we made the decision not to compete on the things that they do really well. So we built DukaPress uniquely to be very, very simple, bare bones, whereby the ideal customer for us would be someone who wants to set up a shop quickly, with no hassle. They just want something that works, and I believe we've been able to do that because of the kind of feedback we get from customers.
Yeah, I remember in your presentation you talked about a minimum viable product. I think I heard that same phrase used by the founder of Dropbox in a presentation, and I think that's really what the future is. Really, it's about a minimum viable product, big scale, and then adding additional capabilities and modules and functionalities as per customer requirements.
I'll give you another example.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm sure some of you know that WordPress is really popular in the world. It's in use by about 8% of all the websites in the world.
Yeah.
And in the States, for all the new websites made this year, it's in use in 22% of them. That means it's really, really wide. And some of the things that people, which we find that it's really popular, that people are using WordPress for, is guys who are doing internet marketing and they want to make affiliate shops, whereby they want to create a shop or affiliate with Amazon products. So if you buy from Amazon through their site, they'll get paid.
Commission, yeah.
So we thought about things like that, which we can. The other e-commerce plugins are not actually tackling this, but through DukaPress, you can actually build an affiliate shop whereby you actually don't sell your own products, you sell other people's products, but you're paid on commission.
So you're looking at actually extending it to more capabilities like affiliate marketing and that sort of thing.
Yeah, and it's also strategic in the sense that we're not competing directly with the big boys. We're just carving out our own niche.
And what is, I mean, to me it sounds like your business, DukaPress, could go like everywhere. It could be as big as they come. I mean, where do you see yourselves in 2 to 5 years?
2 to 5 years, we hope that we're in use on much more sites, and we can actually be making a lot more revenues than we're making right now.
Excellent. Then you have investors coming in and people who are talking to you about investment?
So far, we've been sort of bootstrapping the whole thing, where it's self-funded all the way. And the kind of people who've been talking to us about investing, they actually want to outright buy the whole thing and up to this point, we haven't been interested in doing that. So that's what
You want to develop the product further and build a business around that.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Kevin, thank you very much for your time, and I'd like to wish you and DukaPress all the best. And we look forward to seeing the new capabilities and enhancements we've talked about. And maybe in a bit further down the road, we'll have a follow-up interview on my blog with you. Thank you
so much.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.